Today in this video, I'm going to talk to you about our summer plans. And as you can see, we are already enjoying some of that outside at our community pool. So if you'd like to hear all about what else we're going to do other than pool time, stay tuned. All right, let's get started. Water! Okay, Mom, so you see what time it is here. We have some homeschool decluttering to do over the summer. We have all sorts of goodies in here. And some of the items have come out of the boxes since we've moved into this home. And as you can see, and I'm bumping into one right now, that's funny. Some of the items are still in boxes, and that's okay. And so this will be some of what we'll be doing over the summer as part of our summer homeschool plan, but mostly for me, you know. We'll make it fun. Turn some music on, get some iced coffee, that sort of thing, and just go through it. I bet I have things from the first grade in here. It's time to let go. Yeah. What do you think? Okay, so my summer reading challenge is this. I give the kids coins for reading a book. So for example, they're coins meaning money. So this book, for example, even though it does look like a kid's book, and it is, or younger for their age, it is chocked full of information. All right, the pictures are vivid, and let me tell you, sometimes you just learn the most from these books. I don't care what your age is. I've read this book, or at least most of it, and I can tell you I've learned a lot from it. It has geography in here, it has beautiful photos, it has some big vocabulary words, and sometimes these children's book from the children's section it just works, you know what I mean? And so a book like this would be 50 cents. Doesn't matter what age. So even for my 8th grader going into the 9th grade, he'd get 50 cents for that one. A book like this, or maybe like this. Let's turn these around so you can see what we have going on. All right, so these are chapter books. It's gonna take a little longer to read this, obviously, but for one of my kids, maybe not so. Something like this would be 75 cents, right? And they can read as many as they'd like over the summer. As many, doesn't matter. And then we have tons of other ones here, right? And obviously they can go, not these two, sorry about that, but they can go to the library and they can choose books. So one thing that's really neat is I give them a deeper challenge, okay? And that is to read books like this. All right, so these big thick ones, like go through the dictionary or get an encyclopedia, because I have some encyclopedias somewhere in here, or read through some of these Bible chapter books here, and they think that's fun. So generally for that, I give them a little bit more, because that's a lot, right? And they earn it and they think it's fun. I also give money for them reading certain magazines that I approve from front to cover. Some of the National Geographic ones I have to filter through, but isn't that with any book, right? And so that's what we do for our summer reading challenge, because I have found that we would sign up for all sorts of reading challenges, okay? At the library, through Pizza Hut, through you name it. And we always finished it and we never went back to get our prize, or when we did, you know, the prize wasn't what the kids were expecting, or they didn't win the raffle and it was a disappointment. You understand. So I just created my own and it has been working. Here's another thing. Going through something like this, optical puzzles, all right, which is another cool one. Or reading poetry books. I'll give it to them for that too. Now this one is probably a little easy, but I do have some harder ones in here with some very lengthy poetry. And yes, I will give them coins for that as well. I have some goodies for you here. We're going to talk about academics. And the first thing I want to say is, several years ago, I decided that we weren't going to do anything through the summer at all. Nothing. That was a hot mess. The kids were restless. They were bored. I didn't have anything planned. it was a hot mess. So after that, I learned to at least have them do something every single day to keep their learning up and running, to be intentional about it. And so I want to talk to you about it today. I have some goodies in this bag that I want to share with you. First things first, I'm going to make sure that they continue with typing. Now, they've been doing Mavis Beacon for a while, and that has been excellent. It's old school, it's traditional, it works. I've also thrown in nitro tapping this past year, which is pretty fun. You should check that out. So it's nitrotyping.com. We're going to continue with spelling. Let's see. Some of you may recognize this curriculum. That's the phonetic zoo. So we're going to continue wherever they left off. We're going to continue with that. We're going to continue with their life skills book that I mentioned in this video over here, over there.
Hi.
Hey, Skylar. So we're going to continue with that, their life skills. One of them being cooking, right, Sky?
Baking.
Cooking, baking. What else?
Baking.
But yes, she already knows how to cook. So there you go. What about you? What would you like to learn? Cooking. How to act? Okay, that's not a life skill, but we can throw that in.
People can learn how to do their clothes. Wash their clothes. I don't know how to wash my clothes. That's not really.
Yeah, laundry. That's in here.
Changing a tire. I don't really need to learn that right now though, because I'm not driving a car. Isn't that in the book?
That is in this book. Yes, you'll learn that in a couple years.
Drive a car in like 5 years.
Yeah, so we have a while yet, but what about? Okay, we don't have a pet.
Care, we don't have a pet. Safety.
Safety. We do need safety because like right now you're in a pool and
CPR. I know you pump your chest or something like that.
Right, but we need an official CPR class, don't we?
Learn to swim. I already know how to swim.
Yeah, gun and ammunition safety, medicine cabinet storage, and how to get rid of those items in there. You already know how to sew.
I already know.
Time management.
Time management. I do time management very well.
Okay.
Not to brag.
So on here, preparing a fish entree. Yes, I agree.
This is not too hard. I've done that before.
Yes.
I've done fish before.
No for you? Okay. Here's baking. But anyway, you get the drift. So you heard all sorts of stuff from these lovely ladies. Banking? What about, you already know how to do that?
I already have money.
Anyhow, this book has tons and tons of things in there for life skills. So we'll be doing that. Let's see. Abeka, yes. You can say what you want about Abeka, but their language program, their phonics is off the chain. It is excellent. Bar none, you can't beat it. And so these two girls need to brush up on a few things, not everything, but a few things. So we're going to go back to the basics. I have some Abeka items at home. We're going to do flashcards, kick it up, brush up on whatever we need to. So we'll be investigating the Abeka language program, maybe closer to the 1 grade level below, speed through it, see what they need help on, and just get it nailed. Because this girl right here is going into the 6th grade. She's going to be in middle school. How do you feel about that? Middle school? There you go. That's how she feels about it. All right, so we'll be doing that. We will be doing vocabulary with my 9th grader. All right, and so he's going to be using this. And what I like about this book, all right, so it's 250 words every high school freshman needs to know, is that after every 5 chapters, there's a quiz in the book. I paid 50 cents for this at a used bookstore somewhere. So we're going to be using that. I know that Master Books, I believe, don't quote me, has one that is pretty updated. This one is several years old, but I know that Master Book has one that has been written to go along with the PSAT, ACT, SAT. And so I want to look into that further because it gives you phrases and words and vocabulary, etc., to assist you when you have to take those tests for those students in your family that may be taking those type of tests. Now, you may not need that to go to a trade school or something like that, but I believe my son is definitely on the road to being college bound, so I need to help prepare him for that, right? And so if I find out the proper company that makes that book, I will get it for you because I'm very interested in that. Here's another book by Evan Moore, pretty popular company that most people know about. Got this off of Amazon, that I'll have the girls, I need another one for my upcoming 7th grader, but that I'll have them go through to assist them with language as well as the Abeka curriculum. Now we're not going to do the whole curriculum, but we will be touching base with the Abeka book and then this one as well. These are lots of pages to cut out and flashcards and fun activities and beautiful colors, so we'll be utilizing that as well. So yes, we're gonna give them a bucket list, and it'll be just a page. I'm gonna look for one where they can fill in exactly what they would like to do this summer, because of course they have ideas, and my husband and I would love to hear their ideas. And so we'd like to incorporate, you know, maybe my son has a popsicle challenge that he wants the whole family to do. I don't know. Or maybe it's a hike. As you heard, my youngest daughter, she wants to do acting classes. So I actually have been looking into those, and I'm going to keep looking because I haven't found anything yet. Maybe it's, you know, going to the pool. We're at the community pool right now. And so going to the pool with, you know, a bunch of friends, shopping. I don't know. There could be all sorts of things. Mountain biking, whatever they'd like to do. I know we completed one bucket list a week and a half ago. The ice cream truck came by, and I've never really bought anything from the ice cream truck because in the neighborhood that we moved from, the ice cream truck never came through. But when I was a child, it was the coolest thing to get ice cream from the ice cream truck. Back then it was like 50 cents, you know what I mean? Now you don't want to know how much we paid for the ice cream. Not worth it. But anyhow, it was fun. It was really, really fun. And so we will give them a list and we'll try to check off everything. Lastly, there are some things out there in this world that we need to chat about. So I need some updated maturation and internet safety and, you know, God's will for my body and adolescence and puberty. I need some updated books because there's words and ideas and codes and all sorts of stuff out there that as a parent, we just need to know about it. And quite frankly, I need to educate, especially my oldest going into high school, and he's going to be taking some classes elsewhere. I need to educate him in this stuff. And so I need to find an updated curriculum from the one that I already have. It's not really a curriculum, it's just a 4-book series, but I need something that's more updated so that I can teach them these things, so that when people are chatting to them about it, they know what it means and they know whether they should or should not discuss it. And they know where they stand and they know where our family stands. So I'll be looking into that this summer. I have a couple of homeschool conferences that I'll be attending, and I'm going to look there and I will be sharing that with you as well. All right, that's it.
Video.
Thanks for stopping by. Homeschooling through high school.
Like and subscribe for more awesome content.
Going through high school.